Okay, so good afternoon to everybody. It's a pleasure being here, and I will present you WISE. And I want immediately to start sharing with you the vision of my company. WISE is a medical device, being the first to produce neuro leads, being soft, conformable, stretchable, and minimally invasive. We have indeed already developed one product that is an intraoperative electrode used during brain surgery. This product has been approved in Europe, cleared in the USA, and now also approved for commercialization in Australia. And now we are developing a chronic electrode for spinal cord stimulation, and today I will enter into the details of this second product, and we are now in animal phase with this second product. But in the long term, we think that our technology and we strongly believe will impact many different medical sectors. But why is it so important to make a conformable, compliant electrodes? Well, because, especially in the neuro sector, there is a huge mechanical gap between the very soft mechanical properties of the brain, of the spine, and the very hard current nature of neuroelectrodes, because they're made of hard metal components welded to cables. This reduces their conformability. We solve this problem by introducing a soft elastomeric conductor that allows us to close this gap, reducing evasivity, increasing conformability, and also allowing new geometries of the leads. This is done thanks to our Supersonic technology that allows an unrevealed stretchability of the electrodes. Everything is biocompatible, and the manufacturing is easy. We have developed the first product, as I said, is the WISE cortical strip used during brain surgery, tumor or epilepsy surgery for monitoring and stimulating the brain. This is actually the medical proof of concept of our technology. You can see, hopefully, yes, on the top, our WISE cortical strip compared with the conventional strip, and I think you can clearly appreciate the difference. What does it mean, conformability? So this improves the quality of the signal and the monitoring of during the surgical procedure. Okay, we have concluded a clinical study here. We are now commercial, but now what is very important is the feedback we are getting from our clinical partners, because indeed surgeons are able to use the strips as never did before, and this proves indeed that Supersonic technology makes the difference. So based on this foundation, we are now developing the Heron lead. The Heron lead is an electrode for spinal cord stimulation for treating pain. You might be very familiar with chronic pain. It's a condition affecting a large proportion of the population, 1.5 billion people. Well, opioids is the typical approach for treating chronic pain, but they create addiction. Spinal cord stimulation is an alternative way. Indeed, by stimulating the spine, it is possible to block pain signals before it reaches the brain. Indeed, this is a market that already exists. It's a $3 billion market. And there are already well-established players in this market. There's Medtronic, Boston, Abbott, and Nevro fighting for market share. And this is what we like. Because indeed, at the end of the day, all of them have the same system. They have an implantable part stimulator, generator, and they have stimulating leads. But over the past years, they focus completely only in the development of the stimulator side. There is a lot of development over there in different waveform for the stimulation, different approaches, closed loop, or changing the battery big or small, or even no battery. But there was nearly no innovation, if I'm able to show you, on the electrode side. What goes in contact with the neural tissue? Well, I guess nobody is able to recognize which is which. I put the logo. Now, these are the electrodes that are currently on the market, virtually identical. But there is a big need, because if you look on the portfolio that this company have, they have either cylindrical leads that can be inserted percutaneously, or there are paddles that can be inserted surgically. Why do they have two of them? Because most of the users are pain specialists and have to implant the electrodes percutaneously. But paddles that require highly invasive surgery are better in terms of performance because they are directional, so allow better energy stimulation, so are more efficient. They also allow better coverage and also better sensing. So there is no ideal solution, and this is what we're bringing. So we're solving this dilemma with the Heron lead. This is actually how our advisors say how an SCS lead should have been done since the beginning. Indeed, this is the first percutaneous and directional multi-column spinal cord stimulation lead, and this is indeed offering a new competitive leverage in the fight for market share in the spinal cord stimulation market. And now, let me allow showing how does it work.
The Heron lead is placed at the thoracic level of the spinal cord through a percutaneous implantation approach. A 14G TUI needle is inserted below L1 level. Guide wire is advanced into the epidural space through the TUI needle. The needle is removed and an introducer, which consists of a dilator and an outer sheath, is inserted into the epidural space facilitated by the guide wire. The dilator is removed, the outer sheath remains in place, and the delivery sheath containing the heron lead in stowed configuration is fed into the outer sheath and navigates to the target location. The procedure is guided with the aid of X-ray fluoroscopy. By retracting the delivery sheath, the heron lead is opening and the electrodes are faced to the dura mater.
So actually, this is not just a video, it's a reality. We have extensively tested our product now on cadaver model, and indeed we were able to demonstrate that indeed we can percutaneously implant a paddle, so a directional lead is highly steerable, easy of use, currently more than 25 surgeons tested on cadavers. We are now in the animal phase, so we have now we have already demonstrated no migration over 3 months. Now we are making longer animal studies, and also that our lead remains open after deployment after many months. So we are now in the process of validating this product. So the strategy is to go through a 510(k) clearance. This was already validated, and also we already had contacts with FDA on that. And then the plan is to go for a first-in-human study, eventually going to an exit of a product, selling to the big corporation to then allow them to have this new leverage for market fight. Well, our plan now, so we have finalizing the product, we are entering the validation phase. Clearly, we will need additional money, and so today I'm here looking forward to have contact with you as we are raising a new round, and clearly very happy to disclose the details in private. We have investors that believed already, investing over 25 million euro over the development of the company. They also committed already 70% of the next round, but again, would be more than happy having other investors joining with us. We have a strong team. We are almost 40 people fully developed in the development, but also in the manufacturing of the product. And we have a facility where we do the manufacturing of our products based in Italy, in Milan. So what are we doing? So we are the first bringing it to the market, soft, conformable, stretchable, and minimally invasive electrodes. We have a product that fully validates our technology. Indeed, we're approved in Europe, USA, and now also approved for commercialization in Australia, and expanding now our distribution network in Europe. And the heron lead, that is the first directional percutaneous multi-column spinal cord stimulation lead, has been validated now on cadaver extensively and now on animals, and we have now our pathway for approval, and I hope you will join in this venture. So we are raising our financial round, and I will be very happy to have discussion with you if you want. So thank you very much.